100% over it. Alright. We gotta get some kind of bracing on this damn thing. It would make this a lot smoother is getting the impact. I'll be back. Gotta get this bracing across here. For a couple of reasons. One, the bottom of the boat's sagging right here, so I'm gonna weld some pieces from here up. Stand them in here like so, here, and pull that sag out of the bottom of the boat. And it'll just help it structurally. Make it stronger. I need washers. I take some washers out. Oh, that's noisy. I should have washers in this cluster of a mess somewhere. Oh boy. We got one. I'm a hoarder. I don't throw anything away. I need to. Couple walk washers on there. And put our nuts back on it. Zip them down, zip them down. This will give me something to weld cross bracing to as well. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot better. Oh, I pulled that side up good. And so the plan is I'm gonna weld from here straight up both sides, and then I'm gonna put cross bracing in from here to here. I don't have short pieces. I can use this as an example. So I'll have cross bracing. It'll be square tubing, 1 inch square tubing here. And then I'll have one over here. And then I'll weld some straight up and down. That needs to go forward. I'll weld straight up and down there, but I gotta jack that up and pull that center of that boat out before I can do that. I'll make sure it's forward as far as I can get it. Oh, that's not good. That's gonna rub back. Yeah. I like it. This is solid. This ain't going anywhere. I'm gonna have a seat in here. There's gonna be a little area in here, and then I'll put a seat in here. Got to weld a bunch of holes in that too. Okay. That's also a project that's going to get done here very directly. That's a 78 Yamaha XS650. I bobbed it, hard-tailed back. That was a 5-year project. It's been 15. All right. Got things to talk about. One of them being projects. First project I have. Oh, what was that? Boy, I'm terrible at camera skills. That's not it. What the? All right. So I have a couple projects that I need to get done. Oh. Should have shaved. That could have been the first project. I have that boat to get done. That's top priority project. I also have, I'm gonna put this down here. You guys are just gonna have to look at me. Also have a Jeep to get done. Got the Volkswagen Beetlebug, needs a transmission. It's currently yeah, I don't know why. I don't want to deal with it. That's why I'm not doing anything with it. They're such a pain in the ass. They take the axles take a special torque wrench, like the T28, only it's like a T89,262. So we have that, and then we have the bike. The bike's been going on 8 years. I put it together, it might even be 10 years now. That was my 5-year project. It's probably going on 10 years, if not 11 by now. So we got that to get done. Yeah. But I think I'm going to change gears on the bike. I want to do some car show vehicles. I want to make the Bug into a car show vehicle, but I want to build a trailer to match it, as well as the bike that I have there. It's a 78 Yamaha XS650 that I hardtailed 9 years ago. I don't know what it was. I'm going to change gears on it. I was doing black powder coated frame, but I think I'm going to get the frame powder coated white. And the tank I have on it's actually a pretty cool little tank. It's a little teardrop tank. It's got dual pepcocks on it, so I can run dual fuel lines, dual filters. The Yamaha's, the XS650, it's a 2-cylinder, dual lungs. She got 2 big lungs on her. So it has 2 carburetors, so I can run both of them lines, one in the one carburetor and another in another carburetor. You know how it goes. But I think it would look pretty cool to do the bug, lower it down, maybe do like a baby blue rust patina look, put some smoothies on it, and do the bike kind of to match it, you know, hit some car shows up with it. I think it'd be a neat little thing. The Volkswagens are neat in their own right. Actually, I enjoy mine a lot when I ran it. It's like running a little go-kart everywhere you go. But and then we have the Jeep. We're gonna tear into it too. I gotta get that boat out of my garage so I can get the Jeep in, pull the motor out, go over it, give it to Craigslist rebuild, pressure wash everything. It's got a rear main seal leak. Transmission bell housing needs repaired. Needs replaced, not repaired. I've never, in all my years of working on junk, seen a transmission crack at the starter. The bell housing cracked right at the starter. Unbelievable. So I have a bell housing error, but I got to get the engine out there. I don't want to drop the transmission because it has a full skid plate if I can avoid it. Let's buckle up for safety. If I can avoid dropping the transmission, I'd really like to avoid that 100%. But you don't know until you get into it, I guess. You just don't know. Gotta drop this bed frame off. Take it down here to my nephew. He has a boat trailer. I'm gonna pick up the boat trailer for the boat that I'm building, the Jet John. There's what I want to run that Jet John on. We live right beside the river, and it's pretty low. I mean, clearly I'm not going to get out there now because it's white out yet. But if I can get that Jet John done, this poor crappy camera horseshit, and I don't know how to flip that around on this app. On my camera, you just hit the button. But yeah, get that flipped around and get that Jet John done, and then that poor thing not fit in there. Here, let me flip that off. And then you guys will get to see that. The thing about it is there's not very many videos online of people building them, and I wish I would have started recording a video before I started to build. That way you could have been more involved. But luckily, luckily for you guys, not lucky for me, I got to pull the motor back out of it, and I got to flip the boat back over to put in a tunnel for it. Right now, the way it sits, it's going to cavitate too much. I mean, a lot of guys are doing it that way, and a lot of guys complain about it porpoising and cavitating a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower I'm going to go about 4 feet in front of the intake, I don't know if you watched the last video. I'm going to go about 4 feet in front of the intake. I got to take that center keel out. And then once I get it out, I'm going to replate that with aluminum, and then I'm going to build a tunnel down through it, but I'm going to have it start down at nothing and work up to a tunnel going into the intake of the jet, so that it forces the water to go directly into the intake, and that should solve a lot of cavitating problems that I might have. With it. Sorry, chewing's a disgusting habit. Anyhow, that should solve a lot of the cavitating problems. So it's going to go from nothing, and I'm going to gradually bring it down and form into a tunnel coming into the intake of the jet, and then about midways through the intake, I'm going to start tapering it back down to the level of the back of the boat. There we go, she's all on the boat. Get a better look at this out here. These I just have laying on here. These are actually going to get welded on there eventually. These, got to cut all this out and cut this one down a little bit in order for it to fit, but we'll have to get it. And then I'll put EVA foam on it. You better look at her in the daylight instead of in that old dark garage. Looking good, looking good. Ready to get her out ripping. Gotta get steering and everything done on it. Oh. Should be a ripper when it's done. Like I said, we got seats. It's gonna go in here, and I'm gonna close this front off. I'm gonna put a fuel cell, get one off the Jungle website, put a fuel cell, 10 gallon. I think is what I have in my cart ready to be shipped for up here. And then I'll have steering and everything. It's going to be on a steering wheel, and I'm going to do a foot throttle. I think that'd be easier to control. But that's next. We're going to start working on the seats, getting them figured out where we need them, and get the steering and stuff in here. And then I'll frame in for the fuel cell, because it's going to be a slip down in style, so it'll sit down inside, and then you'll fill it from the top. And there's a Jeep we're going to be doing, but I have 2 sheets of aluminum there. That Jeep, we need to get it in the garage, but she's ready. Got a lot of work to do yet, a lot of work. Just give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna set this down here. I don't know if I can probably be in that sunlight if I set it here too. All right, we'll give that a solid effort. I'll put my gloves on. Put the top on it. It's going to be sitting outside while I work on that Jeep. I don't want to keep it dry in there. As dry as I can keep it anyways. like it. Probably should screw them down. Put some weight on top of that, I don't know. Probably wouldn't hurt to screw them down just to hold them there. Yeah, I think we better. Wind to come through and rip them off there. Drill bit. Oh, that figures. That one's broke. Throw it in the garbage. Now we'll see if that one will work. It don't hurt to put extra holes in it. You can close them off anyways. We'll weld them shut if we decide to do something different. Perks of having an aluminum welder that you barely know how to use is you can do stuff like that. Just gonna put 2 of them in it. Not that we get super strong winds around here. Better safe than sorry. That's all I'm saying. Oh, imagine that. There's my safety glasses I was looking for earlier. Where is the screws? I don't know. Everything's a mess in here. Haven't had time to clean nothing. It's just a disaster. I found one. That's a start. Try not to record in here where everybody can see my disaster of a garage right now. It's bad. And that's not exaggerating none. It's bad. You know, once cold weather hit last year, I think I just kind of threw in the towel, went in the house and sat down. According to the looks of this garage anyways. Alright, you got a Phillips bit. Grab a battery. Grab a couple of these screws. I don't know why I'm wearing gloves. It's actually pretty warm. Warm enough I shouldn't have to. But we are. Here we are. Whew, I hope that noise ain't affecting us none. Yeah, look at that. Have my you poor guys can't even see up here. I don't have my windscreens for my microphones. I guess you can see. So it's probably noisy. I apologize. I apologize. Let that do. Well, that's the end of that drill bit. Can we get enough out of it just to get this done? Or is it too bad? We might be able to get a little crunch out of it. That was terrible. Straighten up. Some excellent quality Harbor Freight drill bits. See that? Who says the job's done even after you break your drill bit? These are just temporary. They're just there until Santa Claus flies again. Oh boy. I can't even explain how bad this garage is, and I had it all cleaned up perfectly. All right, let me get you on it. Just covering everything up. A little screw in here. One in each corner. I gotta plate this out across here, weld all that in. I cut that off with my Yes Weld plasma cutter. Works pretty good for $200-300 plasma cutter. I remember back in the day, in order to own a plasma cutter, you'd spend $2,000 or $3,000. Screwed in that corner, screwed in this corner. This is just gonna have to flop. I don't know what to do with it. So it's just gonna have to be zip, zip, zip. This is a Sea King, Ward Sea King. It's a 1978 flat bottom. I've had this boat for probably 20 years. I got it when me and my wife first got together. She's been through a lot. There's a couple spots in it. Well, I got to weld all these holes. You can see there's holes out across there, but there was a couple spots in it here. Yeah, here's one. My booger weld, my popcorn bubblegum weld, wherever you want to call it. Don't look too hard. Where the boat actually was starting to split sideways here. So I booger welded that back shut, and yeah, it'll be okay, considering I cut a giant hole in the bottom of it. But I'm going to weld all them old rivet holes back shot on there. And then we'll water test it before we completely close this whole bottom. I'm sheeting this whole bottom in with aluminum, because I don't want to see these ribs or nothing. And then we're going to, I don't know if we're going to sandblast it or if we're going to just sand it. But she's getting a full paint job. Full paint job. I'm going to probably let the old seat that's in there in it. I believe I mean, I don't need the structure really, to be honest with you. But I'm going to wreck the boat. Let's be honest. I'm 100% probably flying out of this boat at one point in time, because I just do dumb shit. But there'll be bracing from here to here on top. Like I say, I got to build a whole deck up here. I have aluminum square tubing up on top of the Jeep up there, and I'm going to build a whole deck up here whenever I do this, because I was going to build a steering console, throttle pedal. I'm not 100% sure on what I'm going to do with the windshield yet. I do know it's going to have plexiglass. That I do know. I am definitely doing a plexiglass windshield, but I don't know. Like, I'm not 100% sure on the seats neither, because it's not really a wide boat. I think it's only 36 inches across the bottom. That Jeep's #1 priority. I got to get it done. 100%. I'll give you a walk around it, but I know I said the boat was #1 priority earlier, but the Jeep's got to get done because it's such an easy fix to get it done. I might as well just do it first, and that way I can have time with this. I went to get the trailer because the boat was sitting on blocks and I didn't have a way to get it in and out of the garage. So I got the trailer, this wonderful, amazing trailer, just amazing. No, it's not. It's terrible. That way I can move it in and out whenever I want to work on it. You know, at the end of the day, I can pull it back out of the garage or let it in there, and then if I'm doing something, I can just hook to it and pull it out. But that was #1 priority. But the old Jeep. Got to pull the motor out of the Jeep. The transmission's cracked. Got to fix that. Get that pulled out. That's going to be an easy fix. There's only 2 bolts holding that motor in there right now. It's sitting on 35s. It's got a long arm, 5.5-inch long arm lift, as you can see. Yeah, we shoveled all the snow off of my concrete pad. It's got a 5.5-inch long arm lift with the skid plates underneath there. And I don't want to have to drop all that out to fix the damn transmission, so I want to pull the motor out, which it's got a rear main seal leak anyway, so I might as well pull it out and fix it. It's a disaster inside. I got my hunting stop fish tank. Got to pull the seats out of it. We're going to redo some sheet metal work inside it. The floorboards, we put new ones in it. We didn't. I shouldn't say we. My boy put new ones in it. Right there's the other tire. When he put the new floorboard in it, he didn't weld it in because we didn't have a welder. Or no, we had a welder then. He didn't know how to weld, and I was busy. I was driving truck all the time. So I didn't have time to just do it. I was getting home late at night. So he just zip screwed them in. It's got the spare tire rack in the back. Ooh. It must need a little Earl. Don't look at that. Don't. Must need a little oil. Love it. But we'll get it. Like I say, this is #1 priority to get this done. Because we're also going to put new doors on it, new front fenders. We're going to sand this whole thing down, and we're going to paint this whole Jeep and make it look semi-pretty. And we're going to off-road it. I have 50 acres up on the mountain that we're going to use this Jeep for hunting up there. Kayak hauler. It's got a lot of uses. This here happened when my boy was still on his permit. He actually smashed into a lady. The roads were soaking wet and the Jeep hydroplaned, and he hit a lady uptown. Completely demolished her vehicle. I mean, completely. There was no doubt about that. But the only thing that happened was he bent that bumper up a little bit there, and because it was tweaked up and twisted, it actually broke off here and it cracked there. So I don't know who made the bumper. If they was on the Jeep when we got it, but I'm going to try and get somebody to fix that back up. But that's that. We got a lot of cleaning up to do. The hood's got a dent in it. 100 feet of tape. There's the old riverboat loaded down with plywood and 2x4s and hunting stuff and sprayers, and that's the one that we use all the time when we do fish on the river a good bit. It's got a 25 horse jet on it, but you can't really get places with that boat. I mean, it's a 16 footer, it works good, but The biggest issue is the river's shallow in the summer times and you just can't get it in places. I actually built this deck on the front of this. Let me get this out of the way. Or not, you can just fall right back down. I'm gonna clean all this mess up this spring. As soon as it warms up enough, I can be out here doing things. The original deck stopped somewhere right in here, and it was only 3 foot long. And I said, yeah, I can't live with that. So I actually extended it from the point here back is 6 foot long. And it's a nice walking fishing deck. I got 3 cubbies, one there, one over there, and one in the middle. All my light switches and stuff are in here, and then I have batteries on both sides of it. For the trolling motor, I built that trolling motor plate. But yeah, it works pretty good. This is all aluminum. There's no wood in underneath this, other than where the seat pedestal is. I did run a piece of wood so I could screw down and get a good hold for the seat pedestal. But the boat works pretty good. Trolling motor and everything works good. I built this plate on the front. I actually put these holes in here because I had LED lights in there at night, because I do a lot of fishing at night. It would just give off enough glow out of these holes on both sides that I could tell where my foot pedal was. So it would take the guesswork out of looking for it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I'm going to take this pig here and park her off the side of the house, and I guess that'll be that. And as soon as I can get another day and get this garage cleaned out, I'll get back at you guys and we'll get cracking on this thing. Bye now.